dokie. Alright, so today is a review day, so I don't have a presentation, but instead we're going to treat it like a check ride oral. I'm going to present like a scenario to you, and then I'm going to present a problem. And then you guys are going to tell me how you would problem solve, troubleshoot that problem. And I don't expect you to necessarily know every single answer all the time, and neither does the examiner. But what we do expect is that you know where to find the information if you don't know it off the top of your head. That being said, you're able to look stuff up, but there are some things that you should have memorized, like emergency procedures. By the time of your check ride, emergency should be memorized. Anything that you would need to know in the moment in flight should be memorized. So like V-speeds, emergencies, as I said, how to read a map, sectional chart, whether it's on ForeFlight or on another app or on an actual paper chart. And then obviously how to operate the aircraft, how to troubleshoot any malfunctions that occur, knowing how to read the instruments, like that kind of stuff should be off the top of your head. But maybe a specific regulation regarding something, that would be something that you could look up. Yeah, so with that being said, for your check ride during the oral, the examiner is going to ask you to plan across country. They'll usually provide you with the destination, and they choose the destination strategically. They'll usually choose somewhere in the Bay Area because there's multiple different airspaces on the way from Sacramento to the Bay Area that allows them to kind of talk about those with you. So I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm going to ask you guys to pick a destination. Is there anywhere that you would like to plan across country to? We kind of talked already about Monterey, so anywhere but Monterey. There's airports all over the Bay Area. Some popular ones that people like to go to for fun would be Watsonville, that's like in Santa Cruz. Shelter Cove, which is off the coast. Half Moon Bay, Santa Barbara, places like that. Anywhere that you're curious about?
Is there one in Discovery Bay?
Discovery Bay?
The closest one to Discovery Bay.
I don't know. Let's find out. Where are we?
Yeah, we're not even in the country.
Okay. Oh, yeah, nope.
Okay. How about Santa Cruz then?
Okay. I was like, I don't think this is America. Come on. Now it's freaking out. So it's like, where do you want me? So we'll do KMZ, Seattle. There we go. Okay. Let's do Watsonville then. Okay, so from McClellan to Watsonville, it is 105 nautical miles. Ignore the fuel and the estimated time and route and arrival because this is for a plane that you guys are not flying. Okay, so here you have McClellan up top, and then down here, past the Bravo over here, and then down to the coast you have Watsonville. Okay, so first of all, so you're planning a cross-country flight to Watsonville. What are some considerations that you would think about and include in your flight plan?
I'm going to look at the airspace and see what, if there's any restrictions going that way.
Okay.
To see if there's any airspace that I need to be above or go around.
Okay.
That's the first thing.
For sure. Airspace. What else?
I wanna see if there's any notices out there, air notices,
Notams.
notice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, any type of notams.
I wanna look at the weather.
Mm-hmm. Weather's a big one because this is along the coast. So you have to consider, when does the fog roll in, when does it burn off, when does it roll back in? Because most of the time, it's in here in the morning, then it burns off in the afternoon, and then it comes back in the evening. So you need to know that you can maintain this flight on your VFR. Yeah, so that's a big thing. Airspace, weather, NOTAMs. What else?
I'm gonna look to see if there are, any other airports around there on my way.
Why?
In case I have to, if I need to fuel up, if I need to land in emergency.
Right.
I also wanna see if there's any, and then I wanna look at those airports to see what they have available in case there are mechanical problems with the airplane.
Yeah, absolutely.
I also wanna look to see if there's I wanna know if there's major roads or anything, so that if I emergency landing and there's no airport, what I'm looking at or what, where I can follow, so, highways or something.
Yes. For sure. You wanna have a backup plan wherever you go. So
I wanna look at the terrain too, to see if there's mountains and all that.
Yes, terrain was what I was also going for. Okay, so I'm gonna give this to you, to both of you. So you have McClellan here, and then you have to flip it over to go to find Watsonville. Which is, I can't read upside down, which is right here. So you have to know where McClellan is, again, right here in Watsonville. And
then we're gonna get out our little,
yeah,
I'm gonna get out our little,
we'll get you a plotter.
yeah, our plotter.
So you gotta mark your line, and you're gonna have to lift this up to go down here too. So here's McClellan, so you would just start off with like a line right in the middle of McClellan going down. And then what's kind of nice is if you go down like straight, it's kind of on the seam, so you know where the seam is, and then you can start from your place and go down that way. So that's just a strategy. I'll let you guys do that.
You wanna start?
But first, actually, why don't you look at the full picture and figure out, do you want to deviate to fly over airports? Like, do you want to do kind of more of like a zigzag? Look at the big picture. You guys can use my iPad too.
What is?
I've already done the straight line, but you can zoom in and see like, hey, like these are freeways. Every little red dot here is an airport. These are airports.
I know you said you didn't wanna fly over mountains, and I'm with you.
Not at night. I mean, I'll do it in the daytime.
So.
And we're planning, this is a flight in the daytime. So you guys pick a route together.
We just gonna go straight.
Because if you just go straight, you'll go right into the Bravo.
Yep. And we can't fly into the Bravo.
And you're not necessarily flying over airports all along the way or a freeway. So you might have to deviate.
Yeah.
Like this is a freeway right here.
So if we fly.
Hello. You guys are planning a flight
Yeah,
to
we're fine.
To
So
where?
you can just
Watsonville.
jump in
Watsonville.
and
Let's go.
So we are So we don't wanna go straight because of the fact that we're gonna hit the Bravo. So we were gonna deviate. We're going from McClellan to Watsonville because we're going to Santa Cruz.
Yeah. So, you guys are considering emergency landing spots, you're considering airspace, you're considering terrain.
So are we gonna go from here?
You also wanna have landmarks so you don't get lost.
Thinking that would be
If you guys remember how we got to Monterey, it's gonna be kind of a similar route. If you wanna stay over the freeway.